Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. My name's Nick and today is October and today we're going to do a little bit of harvesting. Let's get started.
So it's another day down the allotment where Bailey is hanging out with me and keeping me company. He is a very outdoorsy breed. He's a Dutch herder. Dutch herders love being outdoors. As long as they're with you and they're outside, they're completely happy. So I take him to the allotment quite a lot. He is getting better and better at being at the allotment and he helps me harvest. He loves vegetables. I think I've said this before. He loves vegetables with like the sort of passion of a rabbit, really. He absolutely adores eating tomatoes, and in a little while I start throwing tomatoes for him. He does eat a few of them and he does really like them. I try to keep him steer of all the chili peppers and things like that because he would try to eat them and they're no good for him. He doesn't like spicy food. He likes things that are nice and plain like a tomato. So these tomatoes that I'm actually harvesting here, I'm actually going to be popping in my dehumidifier and I'm going to dehumidify them and turn them into a powder. I have read that the tomato powders are similar to having tomato paste or tomato puree. We don't actually buy tomato puree because we get so many tomatoes throughout the summer. We tend to just use those throughout the winter and obviously through the summer months. So I'm a little bit reluctant or don't really even think about buying things like tomato puree. So it'd be nice to have a tomato puree supplement. So I'm going to go ahead and dehumidify these and then blend them up in my coffee grinder so that I have them on hand. Now, I fit about the whole basket of these in my dehumidifier. So that was very exciting for me. And I'm going to continue as long as the blight stays off to dehumidify all of the tomatoes that I'm getting now. But obviously, the blight is coming in. The days are getting a lot shorter. In the height of summer, I was getting a basket of these tomatoes, if not 2 baskets of these tomatoes every other day. So that's like a ridiculous amount of tomatoes. So I've got tons of these already. I've got as many jars of tomato sauce that you can imagine. I've got chili, I've got curry, I've got plain tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, tomatoes with basil in them, roasted tomatoes, you name it, I've got them. I've actually run out of jars. So I'm set for the winter, but I would quite like to have some powdered tomato to use as tomato puree. As I said, as the days sort of go shorter and now we've got the fogs rolling in, I do expect blight to come any day now, but I do think that the aspirin that I've sprayed on these plants have done a whole host of help for them on the basis that the tomatoes aren't getting blight and I did spray them with the aspirin. I haven't even put these ones up along the stake. I've just let them lay across the ground. So I do think that they have been really helped by the aspirin that I've sprayed on them. So if you ever have a go, some dispersible aspirin, just put a tablet in a quart or basically a litre, that'd be enough just to spray it down. Aspirin treatment isn't actually a treatment, it doesn't cure it, but it does prevent blight. So it's really important to get onto your plants before blight arrives. So as I said before, I'm actually dehumidifying my tomatoes. This is my dehumidifier. I just pop it on and leave it. I've still got a little bit of the courgette flour that I'm making. The courgette flour is exactly what I plan to do with my tomatoes. So imagine this was tomato. I'll probably make a little video of doing it, but just putting it into my coffee grinder and really making it into a thin powder. I imagine it being quite nice like that. Once again, this is something that I've only heard of, I've never seen done, so it'll be quite exciting for me. But this courgette powder has worked out amazing and I really do love that, so I think it's going to be really cool and a great thing to try. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really helps us. I cannot believe that I got up to 500 subscribers, I should say. That is absolutely crazy. I genuinely made this channel just for a bit of fun for me to do. I didn't expect anyone to subscribe. I was very shocked, and I just wanted to take this time to say thank you ever so much because it is pretty cool. I absolutely love talking to you all. You guys have given me so much advice and help along the way of like making things with my mountain of tomatoes, etc. So I just wanted to take this time and say thank you so much. You are amazing, and thank you for making this a community. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye, and happy gardening.